Hello students. Welcome in the session of today's for class 9 one topic, that is linear equation in two variables. So first of all, as usual, we will introduce the topic, that what does it mean, linear equation in two variable. So student, in your prior classes like 7, 8, even 6, there is this topic, linear equation in one variable. So there you have learnt that when an equation is said to be linear, if its degree is 1, and since its graph comes in the form of line, so on that basis such equations have been named as linear equation. On the word line, it is derived linear equation. Here the difference from your prior classes is only regarding the number of variables. So up to class 8 there is linear equation in one variable, but here in class 9 it starts linear equation in two variables, and again you will read in the next class this topic, linear equation in two variable, but there will again be one changed, that is in class 10 you will read about such equation in pair. So their topic's name is pairs of linear equation in two variables. So here our topic is linear equation in two variable. That means we have to make a study of linear equation containing one equation, but that equation will contain two variables. So linear equation means such equation whose degree is 1, but here as per the topic, that equation undoubtedly degree of 1 will contain two variable, x and y, say. So first of all we will see that what is the general form, what is the standard form of linear equation in two variables. So student, it is ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers and a and b not equal to 0. A is the coefficient of variable x, and b is the coefficient of variable y, and c is the constant term. And standard form of linear equation into variable is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Okay student, so it's clear now. So any equation of this form will be said to be linear equation in two variables. So here I have taken some example. You see, first one is 2x plus 3y plus 5 equal to 0. So on that basis, since it is well in a standard form, so we can write its a, b and c. A is 2, which is the coefficient of x, and b is 3, which is the coefficient of y, and constant c is 5. Similarly, other examples, here it is 3x minus 2y equal to 5, but this is no doubt linear equation in two variable, but it is not given, not written in standard form. So we will write it in standard form. Then what is the 3x? Since in standard form there are everywhere plus sign, so we will put here plus, and minus we will write inside the bracket. So it is 3x plus under bracket minus 2y. Similarly, we will bring the 5 constant from RHS to LHS side, as in standard form constant term is in LHS. So we will bring, then it will come in minus sign, and again to write it in plus, we will write plus and under bracket minus 5 equal to 0. Now it is in standard form, so here a is 3, b is minus 2, c is minus 5. Similarly, the third equation 2x plus 3y, which is equal to 5.3 recurring. So bringing in standard form, and writing it in standard form, we have the equation 2x plus 3y plus under bracket minus 5.3 recurring equal to 0, and then a is 2, b is 3, and c is minus 5.3 recurring. Similarly, the another equation 2x equal to 5y, so we will write first it into standard form. So it will be 2x minus 5y equal to 0, and hence again it is 2x plus under bracket minus 5y plus 0. Since there is no constant, so we will put in the place of constant 0. So plus 0 is equal to 0. Now it is a equal to 2, b equal to minus 5, and c equal to 0. One more example, we have taken minus 3x equal to 5. Although here only one variable is seen, x, but since our topic containing two variables, so what we will do here, in writing the standard form, we will introduce the second variable y with 0 coefficient, so that there will no addition if you see, because it will be 0. So then it is minus 3x plus 0y plus under bracket minus 5 equal to 0. Now a is minus 3, b is 0, and c is minus 5. So okay students, so in your exercise, in your textbook, the first exercise contains such questions where many linear equations in two variables are given, and it has been said to write the given equations in standard form and then to write a, b and c, so that question can be answered with the help of this discussion. Now we will see another page that after getting the introduction, now we will see some terms like what is solution of equation. So for such equations, to whom we call solution, because in case of equation we write the answer which is called solution. So similarly here, solution means answer of equation, and since there are two variables, so we will find the two values, that is a pair of values, one for x and one for y. Then this pair we can say in the form of bracket inside a small bracket x comma y. So this is the solution of such equation. And one thing which is very important, that linear equation in two variable has infinite number of solution. We can find so many solution, that is we may have different values of x with different values of y. So these values are infinite in number. That's why we say that a linear equation in two variables has infinite solution. Now we will take some question here. So first question is write three solution. When you have already told that there are infinite solution, now the question comes that you write only three solution for the given equation, and equation is minus 2x plus 3y equal to minus 1. So student, here what we will do, we will write the given question, that is equation, and then keeping one variable in the LHS, we will transpose all the terms towards RHS as it is done here. You see, keeping y, we have transposed all the other terms towards right side, so y comes minus 1 plus 2x by 3. Now here you see by arrow it is indicated that in the right side our x variables comes, whose value we will put by our own choice, say 0, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, any value we will put in the place of x, and we will calculate the value of y by simplifying it, as here it is done. So x has been put 2, and putting 2 in place of x, if we simplify we will get y equal to 1. So this is one pair of solution, that is x is 2 and y is 1. Similarly we will find other solution, say putting x equal to 0 in this RHS side. Now we have y equal to minus 1 by 3. So this is another solution which are written here, that three solutions are: first one is x equal to 2, y equal to 1, second one x equal to 0, y equal to minus 1 by 3. Similarly, third, if you put here in the place of x, that is minus 1, then y is also coming minus 1. So one solution is x minus 1, y equal to minus 1. Here also one fourth solution has been calculated, but no need, since we have to write only three solutions. So this one question you can do very easily, just removing the rule. That what is the rule of finding solution is that we should keep one variable in the LHS and transpose every terms in RHS. Then which variable goes in RHS, we will put the value of that variable by our own choice, and we will calculate the another variable's value. In this way we will list in a table how many solutions do we need, we can find, we can write. Okay student, now another question is, if minus 2 1 is the solution, you just have talked just now that containing one value of x and one value of y, which can be written inside the small bracket by putting x comma y. It represents a solution of a linear equation into variable. So like that, here it is given that if minus 2 and 1 is the solution of equation 2x minus ky equal to minus 3, then find k. So what is here? It is a small question, short question. So since solution is given, solution means x value and y value are given. So we will put x equal to minus 2 and y equal to 1 in the given equation, and just going through simplification we will get the value of k, which is here minus 1. Okay student, now we will see some more questions here. Again one question is, draw the graph of the equation, and the equation is 2x minus 3y is equal to minus 4. So here again, as we have just seen that how solutions of such equation is obtained, in a similar way we will keep one variable in the left side and transpose all the terms in the right side, as it is done here. You see, x is equal to minus 4 plus 3y by 2. So it is x equal to minus 4 plus 3y by 2. Now since in RHS y variable is there, so we will put the value of y and we will calculate the value of x, and we will take at least 2 pair, because 2 pair will determine the direction of your graph of equation, which is a straight line, because it is linear equation, so graph will always be a straight line. But if you take at least 2 points, then only the direction of graph will be determined. Here although the third value is also taken, and the value how we have taken, as you have discussed in the previous question just now. So in a similar way, but one thing here remember, that while writing solution, as in case of prior question, we may have fractional value, no problem, but when we draw graph, then we have to take the pairs of solution that should be in integral form, that is in the form of integer, because if we take the fractional value, then it is slightly difficult to draw the graph to locate such points having fractional value. That's why we should avoid here the fractional value. So in this way, putting y equal to 1, we have y equal to 2 first time, So we have got x equal to 1. Similarly, putting y equal to 0, we have got minus 2 and y equal to 4. It gives x equal to also 4. Now taking the pair, that is value of x and y corresponding value, we just locate the points and then we draw a line passing through these points, that is the graph of our required equation. Here you see, student, when we take the third pair of solution, that will help only to know that whether your points are collinear or not. So just to check this, otherwise only two pairs are needed. Okay, and as you know that in drawing the graph we must mention the skill that 1 unit of graph paper is what having what value. Okay, so here some key points we have noted here, so we must memorize these 4 points. So these are very important, so you must have this idea of 4 point. And what is this? Here you see 2 columns are made here. In this side it is equation, and in this side graph's nature, that for which type of equation the graph will be which type. Say when we draw the graph of x equal to any constant, say x equal to 2, x equal to minus 2, x equal to 4, any constant but other than 0, then for that equation the graph is parallel to y-axis. Here you just notice it, that value, when constant value is given for x, that is our equation, then graph will come parallel to y-axis. Similarly, in the third case you see, to draw the graph of y equal to any constant, say y equal to 2, minus 2, 3, 5, any constant other than 0, since here the equation is y equal to constant, so graph will come parallel to x-axis. So these things we must memorize. And 2 more, that okay, so these are for x equal to constant, any constant, and y equal to any constant but other than 0, because in case of 0 the graph is different. So let us take the idea, when x equal to 0 the equation is given, then the graph will be y-axis itself. So you see, x equal to any constant, non-zero constant, graph is parallel to y-axis. When x is 0, then graph is y-axis itself. Similarly, when y is any constant other than 0, graph is parallel to x-axis. And when y equal to 0, the graph is itself the x-axis. So these 4 points you must memorize. Now student, we will see for what we have taken here in the form of note. For that, here one graph has been drawn for your comfort, for your easiness. That first question is, draw the graph of x equal to 2 in 2 situations, first in 1 variable and second in 2 variables. So here what is our equation? X equal to 2, and just you remember what we have noted there, the key points, that when x is given any constant, graph will come parallel to y-axis. So that is here done, that is here shown, that in 1 variable simply we draw the x-axis and we will represent number on this axis. So where the 2 we have given name p, and then we say that p point represents x equal to 2. This is very simple. But while we draw in the 2 variable for this equation, the graph in 2 variables, then we must have a table containing 2 variables. Now the question is, sir, there is only 1 variable, how 2 variable, where does from this second variable comes? So actually x equal to 2, this equation we may write x plus 0 y equal to 2. Now you see that y has been introduced with the help of 0 coefficient. Since 0 coefficient means that term is 0, so again we have the same equation x equal to 2. But now to introduce y variable, what we have taken? We have taken x plus 0 y equal to 2, and then we will make table. In this table one feature is there that whenever you draw such a graph for such equation, you write in the column of x as it is given 2. So in the table of x it is always 2, remains constant, while y vary, and you may take any value of y. Such table will come if you do accordingly as we have done in previous questions. So here we have taken x equal to 2, y equal to 1, x equal to 2, y equal to 3. So when the equation is given x equal to 2, it means x value will be fixed and y value we may take any one. Now drawing these pairs, we obtain this graph which is shown parallel to y-axis. Now another question is draw the graph of x equal to 0. You see, in the above question it was x equal to any non-zero constant. Now we will draw the graph of x equal to 0 in both the situation. In one variable, so one variable, again drawing x-axis, we will represent the position of 0 and some more integers, some more division, and then we will give the name as here given, that p point represents x equal to 0 on the number line. Again in the two variable cases, what will happen? We will make two columns, so that is x and y, and since x is given 0, so we will put every time 0 and we will take y as per our choice, like 1, 2, etc. And then we draw the graph. We will see that the graph will be y-axis itself, as we have noted down there. So in support of these key points, those key points, here one example has been taken for your comprehension. So okay student, now we will see some words problem. So first question is the cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Represent this situation in linear equation containing two variables. So this is question. Cost of notebook is twice than cost of a pen. So first of all we will suppose that cost of notebook be rupees x and cost of pen be rupees y. According to question, notebook cost, that is x, is twice of y. So we will multiply y by 2, then our equation will be x minus 2y equal to 0. So this is the required linear equation in two variable. Now the second question we take, the taxi fare in a town for the first kilometer is fixed, it is rupees 8, and after that rupees 5 per kilometer for each successive kilometer. Taking total distance x kilometer and total fare y kilometer, represent this situation by a linear equation in two variables and then draw its graph. So here you see this figure. So here the total distance has been shown by x kilometer, and since for the first kilometer fare is specific, it is rupees 8, so here it is shown by division, that it is 1 kilometer, that is first kilometer, and the fare is written above rupees 8. Now the remaining distance will be, since total distance is x and we have taken 1 kilometer, so remaining distance will be x minus 1 kilometer, and for these x minus 1 kilometer the rate is rupees 5 per kilometer. So for remaining distance the fare will be 5 into x minus 1, while for the first kilometer the fare is rupees 8. Now according to question we take the total fare. So we write here total fare equal to y given, and just adding these two fare, we may have the total fare. So it is 8 plus rupees 8 plus rupees 5 into x minus 1, and this total is equal to rupees y. Now removing rupees from both sides, we have equation 8 plus 5x minus 5 equal to y, and ultimately it is 3 plus 5x is equal to y, and ultimately we say that y is equal to 3 plus 5x. So this is the required equation. Now since we have to draw its graph also, so again we should make the table keeping one variable as it is done here in that style, that y is in the left side and remaining all terms are in right side. So now we will make the table and putting the value of x in the RHS of our choice, we will get the two pair of value, and then we will draw the graph as we have learned before this, that how graph is drawn. Now one more question we will do here, that the question I am reading, that in countries like USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India it is measured in Celsius. Here is a linear equation that converts Fahrenheit into Celsius, and the equation given is F equal to 9 by 5 into C plus 32. Now some question related to this equation have been given. So first one is draw graph for the linear equation given using Celsius on x-axis and Fahrenheit on y-axis. So what we will do, with the help of, as it is well given in that form where we make table for drawing graph, so f is only in the right and remaining all terms are in RHS. So putting the value of c, taking the multiple of 5, because there is 5 in denominator, so it may be cancelled. So we will take Celsius value in the multiple of 5 and will calculate the value of f. We will take at least two pair and then we will draw the graph. So this is I have left for you student, you will do at your own. Next question is, if the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, then what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? So you will take the equation, you will write the equation f equal to 9 by 5 and put the value given centigrade, that is Celsius. So in place of C put 30 degree and then calculate, it comes 86 degree, which is in Fahrenheit. Next one is, if the temperature in Fahrenheit is 95 degree Fahrenheit, then what is the temperature in Celsius? So again we will write the given equation, and in place of f we will put 95 and then simplify, and finally we get 35 degrees Celsius answer. Now next question is, if the temperature is 0 degree Celsius, then what is in degree Fahrenheit, and converse, if the temperature is 0 degree Fahrenheit, then what is in Celsius. So again as the above cases, we will put first, for the first question, degree Celsius is 0 given, so in place of C we will write 0 and then we will change it into Fahrenheit, which is 32 degree Fahrenheit. Similarly for the second, we will put f equal to 0 and then calculate C equal to, which is minus 32 by 9. And now the last question is, if there is a temperature, is there a temperature which is numerically equal in both degree F and degree C? If yes, then find. Yes, there is such temperature at which both the scale, that is degree Fahrenheit and degree Celsius, are equal. Let that temperature be X. Then what we will do, in place of F as well as in the place of C, we will put this equal temperature X and then simplify, we will get X equal to minus 40 degree. So this indicates that minus 40 degree is that temperature where degree Fahrenheit is equal to degree Celsius. So thanks student for watching this video, and hope that it is much helpful in solving the fourth chapter, that is linear equation in two variable. for all 9 classes students. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. So we will meet in the next video. Till then, it's goodbye. Thanks.